Hi, I'm Ethan Anthony, and this is day 320 of the Dictionary Audiobook Project. I'm back again. I'm reading more of the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Great progress last time. We're officially entering the T's, which is great. This is our third episode in the T's, if I'm not mistaken. I believe third. And I'm excited. The T's have a lot of great words in them. Some of my favorites, thwart. I'm excited to talk about that one. Tendon, tender, both cool words. Tetanus, that's the top one. And yeah, those are all the keywords I can think of. But I'm excited to learn more. No other updates with me. A podcast is out. I'll put that in the description if you guys want to look at that. No pressure. But if you want, no, that'd be super cool. Let's get into the reading. Because I'm a little warm. I always wear the hat, but I gotta take out the hat because I start sweating whenever I read. And then my room, this apartment is very warm. So naturally, I sweat more, which is not a great combo, I guess. But who's to say? Me, I guess. I could turn on the AC, but I save money. I save money doing that. So what can I say? What can I say? Let's get to reading. I don't know where we're going to end on today. We'll feel it out. But our last word was tambourine as the instrument. Tambourine. And today we're starting with the word tame. The word tame. Tame, one, adjective. One, reduced from a state of native wildness, especially so as to be useful to humans. Domesticated. 3, made docile, subdued. 3, lacking spirit or interest. Insipid. Synonyms, submissive, domestic, domesticated. Tamely, adverb, tameness, noun. Tame to, verb. One, to make or become tame. Also to subject land to cultivation. 2, humble, subdue. Tameable, adjective. Tameless, adjective. Tamer, noun. Tam-o'-shanter. That's a good word. Tam-o'-shanter. Noun. A Scottish woolen cap with a wide, flat, circular crown, usually a pom-pom in the center. A tam-o'-shanter. Tamoxifen, noun. A drug used especially to treat breast cancer. Tamp, verb, to drive down or in by a series of light blows. Tamper, verb, one to carry on underhand negotiations as by bribery. Tamper with a witness. 2, to interfere so as to weaken or change for the worse. Tamper with a document. 3, to try foolish or dangerous experiments. Tampon, noun, a plug as of cotton introduced into a body cavity, usually to absorb secretions, as for menstruation, or to arrest bleeding. Tan, one, verb, one to change, hide into leather, especially, by soaking in a liquid containing tannin. 2, to make or become brown, as by exposure to the sun. 3, whip, thrash. Tan, 2, noun, 1, a brown skin color induced by sun or weather. 2, a light yellowish brown color. Tan, 3, abbreviation, tangent. Tanager, noun, any of numerous American birds that are often brightly colored. Tan bark, noun, bark as of oak or sumac that is rich in tannin and used in tanning. Tandem, 1, noun, 1, a 2-seated carriage with horses hitched tandem. Also, its team. 2, a bicycle for 2 persons sitting one behind the other. In tandem, in a tandem arrangement. Tandem 2, adverb, one behind another. Tandem 3, adjective, one consisting of things arranged one behind the other. 2, working in conjunction with each other. Tang, noun, 1, a part in a tool that connects the blade with the handle. 2, a sharp, distinctive flavor, also a pungent odor. Tangy, adjective. Tangent 1, adjective, touching, especially touching a circle or sphere at only one point. Tangent 2, noun, 1. The trigonometric function, that is the ratio, trigonometric function, that is the ratio between the side opposite and the side adjacent to an acute angle in a right triangle. 2. A tangent line, curve, or surface. 3. An abrupt change of course. Tangential, adjective. 1. Tangent. 2. Touching lightly, incidental. Tangential involvement. Tangentially, adverb. Tangerine, noun, a deep orange, loose-skinned citrus fruit, also a tree that bears tangerines. Tangible, 1, adjective. 1. Perceptible, especially by the sense of touch, palpable. 2. Substantially real, material, tangible rewards. 3. Capable of being appraised, tangible assets. Synonyms: appreciable, perceptible, sensible, discernible. Tangibility, noun. Tangible 2, noun, something tangible, especially a tangible asset. Tangle 1, verb, 1. To involve so as to hamper or embarrass, also entrap. 2. To unite or knit together in intricate confusion, entangle. Tangle 2, noun, 1. A matted twisted mass. 2. A confusedly complicated state, muddle. Tango, noun, a dance of Latin American origin. Tango, verb. Tank, noun, 1. A large artificial receptacle for liquids. 2. A heavily armed and armored combat vehicle that moves on tracks. Tankful, noun. Tankard, noun, a tall one-handled drinking vessel. Tanker, noun, a vehicle equipped for transporting a liquid. Tank top, noun, a sleeveless, collarless, pullover shirt with shoulder straps. Tank town, noun, a small town. Tanner, noun, 1 that tans hides. Tannery, noun, a place where tanning is carried on. Tannic acid, noun, tannin. Tannin, noun, any of various substances used especially in tanning and dyeing in inks and as astringents. Tansy, noun, a common weedy herb related to the daisies with an aromatic odor and bitter tasting finely divided leaves. Tantalize, British variation of tantalize. And this tantalize is an ISE as opposed to the American IZE. Very different. Speaking of that word, tantalize, verb, to tease or torment by presenting something desirable but keeping it out of reach. Tantalizer, noun, tantalizingly, adverb. Tantalum, noun, a gray, white, ductile, metallic chemical element. Tantamount, adjective, equivalent in value or meaning, a relationship tantamount to marriage. Tantrum, noun, a fit or bad temper. Taoism, noun, a Chinese mystical philosophy, also a religion developed from Taoist philosophy in Buddhism. Taoist, adjective or noun. Tap 1, noun, 1 faucet caulk. 2 liquor drawn through a tap. 3 the removing of fluid from a container or cavity by tapping. 4 a tool for forming an internal screw thread. 5 a point in an electric circuit where a connection may be made. Tap 2, verb, 1 to release or cause to flow by piercing or by drawing a pierce so as to let out or draw off a fluid. 3 to draw from, tap resources. 4 to cut in on, it's a telephone signal to get information. 5 to form an internal screw thread in by means of a tap. 6 to connect as a gas or water main with a local supply. Tapper, noun. Tap 3, verb, 1 to rap lightly, 2 to bring about by repeated light blows. 3 select, especially to elect to membership. Tap 4, noun, 1 a light blow or stroke, also its sound, 2 a small metal plate for the sole or heel of a shoe. Tapa or tapa, noun, an hors d'oeuvre served with drinks, especially in Spanish bars, usually used in plural, tapas. Tape 1, noun, 1 a narrow flexible band or strip as of woven fabric. 2 magnetic tape, also cassette. Tape 2, verb, 1 to fasten or support with tape. 2 to record on magnetic tape. Tape deck, noun, device used to play back cassette tapes that usually has to be connected to an audio system. Tape measure, noun, a tape marked off in units as inches for measuring. Taper 1, noun, 1, a slender wax candle, also a long waxed wick. 2, a gradual lessening of thickness or width in a long object. Taper 2, verb, 1, to make or become gradually smaller toward one end. 2, to diminish gradually. Tape record, verb, to make a recording of on magnetic tape. Tape recorder, noun, tape recording, noun. Tapestry, noun, a heavy reversible textile that has designs or pictures woven into it and is used especially as a wall hanging. Tapeworm, noun, any of a class of long, flat, segmented worms, parasitic, especially in vertebrate intestines. Tapioca, noun, a usually granular preparation of cassava starch used especially in puddings. Also a dish as pudding that contains tapioca. Tapir, noun, any of a genus of large herbivorous hoofed mammals of tropical America and southeastern Asia. Tappet, noun, a lever or projection moved by some other piece as a cam or intended to move something else. Taproom, noun, bar room. Taproots, noun, a large main root growing straight down and giving off small side roots. Taps, noun, singular or plural. The last bugle call at night blown. blown as a signal that lights are to be put out. Also a similar call blown at military funerals and memorial services. Tapster, noun, bartender. Tar 1, noun, 1, a thick, dark, sticky liquid distilled from organic material as wood or coal. 2, sailor, seaman. Tar 2, verb, to cover or smear with or as if with tar. Tarantella, noun, a lively folk dance of southern Italy in 6/8 time. Tarantula, noun, any of a family of large, hairy American spiders with a sharp bite that is not very poisonous to human beings. Tardy, adjective, 1, moving slowly, sluggish, 2, late. Synonyms, behindhand, overdue, belated. Tardily, adverb, tardiness, noun. Tare 1, noun, a weed of grain fields. Tare 2, noun, a deduction from the gross weight of a substance and its container made an allowance for the weight of the container. Tare, verb. Target 1, noun, 1, a mark to shoot at. 2, an object of ridicule or criticism. 3, a goal to be achieved. Target 2, verb, to make a target of. A very topical word up next, tariff. You know, funny enough, or actually I don't think this is very funny. If I were to be up to date with this, like in the sense that, I don't even think that this is anything. In the sense that like these days matched up to the days of 2024 and that I was caught up in 2024 and this day matched that day. I don't know for certain if this would be before or after the election. It would be after. So yeah, in that case, tariff would still be a common word being used, or a topical word being used. That's nothing, actually. I've said all this, and that means nothing. Cheers to that. This is vodka. It's water, not vodka. Tariff, noun, 1, a schedule of duties imposed by a government, especially on imported goods. Also a duty or rate of duty imposed in such a schedule. 2, a schedule of rates or charges. Tarmac, noun, a surface paved with crushed stone covered with tar. Tarn, noun, a small mound lake. Tarnish, verb, to make or become dull or discolored. Tarnish, noun. Taro, noun, a large leafed tropical plant related to the Arabs that is grown for its edible starchy corms. Also, its corms. Taro, noun, one of a set of usually 78 playing cards used especially for fortune telling. Tarpaulin, noun, a piece of material as durable plastic used for protecting exposed objects. Tarpon, noun, a large silvery bony fish often caught for sport in the warm coastal waters of the Atlantic, especially off Florida. Tarragon. Oh wait, is there a pars? Oh no, there's no part of speech there. Gonna have to mark that down. Tarragon should be a noun, a small, widely cultivated perennial wormwood with aromatic leaves used as seasoning. Also, its leaves. Tarry, one, verb. One, to be tardy, delay, especially to be slow in leaving. 3, to stay in or at a place, sojourn. Synonyms: remain, wait, linger, abide. Tarry, 2, adjective, of, resembling or smeared with tar. Tar sand, noun. Tar sand, not Tarzan, noun. Sand or sandstone that is naturally soaked with the heavy, sticky portions of petroleum. I'm going to move my leg real quick. I'm wearing shorts, don't mind that, because it's hot. Tarsus, noun, the part of a vertebrate foot between the metatarsus and the leg. Also, the small bones that support this part. Tarsal, adjective or noun. Tart, 1, adjective. 1, agreeably sharp to the taste, pungent. 2, biting, caustic. Tart comments. Tartly, adverb. Tartness, noun. Tart, 2, noun. 1, a small pie or pastry shell containing jelly, custard, or fruit. 2, prostitute. Tartan, noun, a plaid textile design of Scottish origin, usually distinctively patterned to designate a particular clan. Tartar, noun, 1, a substance in the juice of grapes deposited as in wine casks as a reddish crust or sediment. 2, a crust on the teeth formed from plaque hardened by calcium salts. Tartar sauce, noun, mayonnaise with chopped pickles, olives, or capers. I did not know that's what tartar sauce was. Interesting. Task, 1, noun, a piece of assigned work. Synonyms: job, duty, chore, stint, assignment. Task, 2, verb, to oppress with great labor. Taskbar, noun, a strip of icons usually at the bottom of a computer screen showing programs that may be used by selecting their icons. Task force, noun, a temporary grouping to accomplish a particular objective. Taskmaster, noun, 1 that imposes a task or burdens another with labor. Tassel, 1, noun, 1, a hanging ornament made of a bunch of cords of even length fastened at one end. 2, something suggesting a tassel, especially a male flower. Male flower, cluster of corn. Tassel, 2, verb, to adorn with or put forth tassels. So I gotta figure out where I'm ending on today. Yeah, I'll go there. Taste, 1, verb. 1, experience, undergo. 2, to try or determine the flavor of by taking a bit into the mouth. 3, to eat or drink, especially in small quantities. Sample. 3, to eat or drink, especially in small quantities. Sample. 4, to have a specific flavor. The milk tastes sour. Taste, 2, noun. 1, a small amount tasted. 2, bit, especially a sample of experience. 3, the special sense that perceives and identifies sweet, sour, bitter, or salty qualities and is mediated by taste buds on the tongue. 4, a quality is perceptible to the sense of taste, also the sensation obtained from a substance in the mouth. Flavor. 5, individual preference. 6, critical judgment, discernment, or appreciation, also aesthetic quality. Synonyms: tang, relish, flavor, savor. Tasteful, adjective. Tastefully, adverb. Tasteless, adjective. Tastelessly, adverb. Taster, noun. Taste bud, noun, a sense organ mediating the sensation of taste. Tasting, noun, an occasion for sampling a selection of foods or drinks, a wine tasting. Tasty, adjective, pleasing to the taste, savory, a very tasty meal. Synonyms: palatable, appetizing, toothsome, flavorsome. Tastiness, noun. Tat, verb, to work at or make by tatting. Tatter, one, verb, to make or become ragged. Tatter, two, noun, one, a part torn and left hanging. Two, plural, tattered clothing. Tattersole, noun, a pattern of colored lines forming squares on solid background. Also, a fabric in a tattersole pattern. Tatting, noun, a delicate handmade lace formed usually by looping and knotting with a single thread and a small shuttle, also the active process of making such lace. Tattle, verb, one, chatter, prate, two, to tell secrets, also to inform against another. Tattler, noun. Tattletale, noun, one that tattles, informer. Folks, we're into more tattletale, but folks, today we are going to end on the word tattletale. It's a good word. It's a bit of a tongue twister, or it's not. I just have a hard time saying it because there's a lot of T's there, and T's kind of mess me up. I love the T section. The saying T's. Ooh boy, that is a rough one. Definitely a lot less T words than there are S's, which is good. Like we just have about this much left in the T's, and then we have this much left in the book. The U's are gonna really breeze by, I think. Yeah, the U's really breeze by. Like where's the last U word? Where was the last U word? I was just there. Yeah, like these are all the U words, and these are all the T words. Super easy. Yeah, guys, I feel so good. I feel really very good. We are almost there, and after the T's, it's just downhill or smooth sailing, not downhill, because that means it'll go bad, and I don't want that. What I do want is tell you my name. My name is Ethan. Ethan spelled E-Y-T-H-E-N. It's a unique spelling. Sue me. I'm sorry about that. My bad. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. We'll start with the words tattoo. The word tattoo. Until then, have a good day.